What's up, everybody? This is Danny Mathematics here with another example to explore. And today, guys, real quick, I want to go over example 10 and example 11 of how to add, subtract, multiply, and simplify polynomial or polynomial expressions. Okay? So let's look at example 10. We have negative 8 times parentheses 2x to the fourth power plus 5x to the second power, parentheses close, minus 3 times parentheses 3x to the fourth power minus 4x to the second power, parentheses closed, okay? So if you notice, guys, the first parenthesis has a number attached to it on the outside along with the second parentheses, right? So we have to distribute, or we have to multiply the values that's within the parentheses by the value that's connected or attached on the outside of the parentheses, okay? So let's start off with the first parentheses. So everything inside, I have to multiply it by negative 8. So negative 8 times 2x to the fourth power is actually negative 16x to the fourth power. So let me write that. So it's going to be negative 16x to the fourth power, right? And then the same thing, I got to multiply negative 8 by a positive 5x squared, okay? Negative 8 times 5 is a negative 40. So that's going to be a negative 40x squared. So that's going to be minus 40x squared, or x to the second power. Okay, so I have successfully distributed everything out of the first parentheses. Now let's do the second parentheses. And if you notice, the number that's attached on the outside of the second parentheses is a negative 3. Meaning that I need to multiply everything within by negative 3, okay? So I have negative 3 times 3x to the fourth power. Negative 3 times a positive 3 is a negative 9. So it's gonna be minus 9x to the fourth power, okay? And then negative 3 times negative 4x to the second power equals a positive 12x, a positive 12x to the second power, all right? A positive 12x to the second power, okay? So now, guys, we have successfully distributed. Now the only thing that we need to do, guys, is just combine all like terms, okay? So I'm gonna write that. So we're gonna combine like terms into their own particular groups. So once again, we're going to combine like terms. Okay? So I look at the variable. The only variable that I see is x. So I know my variable is x, and the highest degree that I see of x is to the fourth power. And then the only other degree that I see is x to the second power. So apparently these are going to be the two groups that we're going to combine like terms, okay? To simplify the whole expression. So now let's do x to the fourth power. I'm going to underline all the values that has x to the fourth power, which is negative 16x to the fourth power and negative 9x to the fourth power. All right? Negative 16 plus a negative 9 is a negative 25. It's a negative 25. Okay? So it's going to be negative 25 x to the fourth power. Okay, so we're done with this group. All right, now I'm going to combine all the values that has x to the second power. All right, and those values are negative 40x to the second power and a positive 12x to the second power. Negative 40 plus 12, or 12 minus 40, is a negative 28. It's a negative 28. Yes, it's a negative 28. So it's going to be minus 28x squared. Okay? And then we have successfully combined all like terms. All right, so that's basically it, guys, because I cannot combine these terms because they are not alike, because x is to different powers. So this is the simplified form of our polynomial expression. Negative 25x to the fourth power minus 28x to the second power. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing over here for example 11. I have 7 times parentheses 9x to the fourth power plus 6x plus 7, parentheses close, plus 4 times 2 minus 10x, parentheses close. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 times parentheses 2 minus 10x, parentheses close, okay? So once again, guys, I see that I have 2 sets of parentheses, so I always need to see if there's a number that's attached on the outside of the parentheses that I need to use to distribute, which I have 7 that's attached to the outside of the first parentheses, and 4 which is attached to the outside of the second parentheses, okay? So now let's go ahead and multiply. So 7 times 9x to the fourth power is actually going to be 63x to the fourth power. 63x to the fourth power. Okay? Now we're going to have 7 times 6x. 7 times 6x is a positive 42x. So that's going to be plus 42x. And then, of course, guys, 7 times 7 is 49. So it's going to be a plus 49. All right? Now I'm done with the first parentheses and distributing it. Now I'm to the second parentheses. And attached to it is a positive 4 on the outside, meaning that I need to distribute by multiplying everything within the parentheses by a positive 4. So 4 times 2 is 8, so that's going to be plus 8. Four times negative 10x is a negative 40x. All right, so we have successfully distributed both parentheses, okay? So now, guys, the next step, which the steps do not change, is we're going to combine like terms. Okay, and the first thing I need to do is to identify the variable that we're using, which is x. So now I'm going to look at the powers of x. The highest power that I see is to the fourth power, and the second power of x that I see is just x to the first power. And then outside of that, I also see numbers, just regular numbers or regular constants. I'm going to put the number sign, the pound sign meaning numbers, okay? So now let's go ahead and combine these groups. I'm gonna combine all values that has x to the fourth power, okay? And the only value that has that is 63x to the fourth power. That's the only value that has x to the fourth power. So I'm just gonna just rewrite it down here. 63x to the fourth power, okay? Next, I have this x, or x to the first power, and the two values that I see is 42x and negative 40x. 42 minus 40 is 2, right? So that will equate to 2x. If I can combine them together, that would make 2x. Okay? And then last but not least, we need to combine the numbers, which the only two numbers that I see is 49 and 8. Right? And 49 plus 8 is 57. 49 plus 8 is 57. Okay? And then once again, guys, I cannot combine these values. So this is the simplest form of this particular example, which is 63x to the fourth power plus 2x plus 57. Thank y'all so much, guys, for tuning in. Talk to you next time.